disciplined defensively. Same thing a lot of coaches say this time of year. You got to be. We had, like I said the other night, we had a bad 5 minutes at Bearden, and we can't really avoid those when you're playing in a tournament situation. We got to knock down open shots a little bit better. I think we're taking better shots. Sometimes we force a few, which is fine. I like the aggressive mentality that they have, but we got to knock down the open ones. And so those are really two of our focuses, especially this week where we're playing some teams that, honestly aren't as strong as we are. So we've got to make sure that we're focused on those things. We're ready for that postseason.
It's interesting. You mentioned like tonight. Obviously, Lenoir City, as I was saying to Sage, obviously they're overmatched, and so to not take the night off, to get something out of those games, because it can lead to bad habits,
Right. And I don't think we did the first half. The second half was a little weird, running clock.
Right.
And that's hard. I mean, it was whatever it was, 40 something to 5 or whatever it was at halftime. I get it. They're high school kids. We would like to have been a little bit more focused coming back out. You could see we were kind of off of everything that we were doing. Defensively, we weren't as strong and as disciplined. And offensively, just kind of here and there. But I thought our role players came in and did a really good job. Lenoir City was on a little bit of a run there, and we just kept kind of, not ideal, we kept matching them, though, shot for shot.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think Allie had a good game. Sage hit a couple there from the top.
Yep.
Gabby was playing really well defensively, and Annalise made a little good drive in there. So that was good to see them. Those players deserve some time, and I thought that they did well.
Yeah, the benefit is to be able to empty the bench and play everybody. Again, the potential downfall is that knowing that you've got a team that you're that much better than, you get into some sloppy habits. But right at the outset, you want your team to establish its domination early on. The defense was dialed in. You're forcing all those turnovers. They don't get a field goal till midway through the second quarter.
Right, and usually, most seasons it's harder to press as the season goes along. Teams are more used to it. Teams are a little bit more in a flow, offensively. They know a lot more strategy-wise with coaches that have designed things. And so for our press to be that successful tonight was definitely a good thing.
And it wasn't just the press. It was half court, too.
Correct. Yeah. And I think it was, they had 1 point for forever, maybe 2 points for forever.
Yeah.
Like I said, that was a good thing. The second half, we lost a little bit of focus, but that's fine.
It'll happen up 49-6.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, so Fulton on Thursday, I was saying to Sage, traditionally they're one of the better AA teams in the Knoxville area. Maybe a little bit down this year, but then Hardin Valley on Friday again. They're struggling a little bit, but.
Right.
As she said, it's all kind of builds towards that regular season finale with Maryville, and just like the tournaments, you want to be going into that game playing well.
Right. Well, and the other thing, we all know this. It's true every year, but especially in a year like this, we want to take advantage of every opportunity that we get.
Yeah.
So, Thursday is out of district, obviously. Fulton can pose us some problems. They're athletic. They get a freshman, player that's very, very good. They can cause some damage. Hardin Valley will come over. It's a district, it's a district team. I know we took care of them that first game, but it won't be like they'll just hand us the ball and give us what we want. So we definitely got to be on our game to do what we want to do and accomplish a couple wins. Not only that, but constantly getting better, like you said.
Yeah. Good to see Carter back on the boys' sideline.
No comment. Yeah, no, that is good. Like I said, you got to take advantage of when a rule happens, and it's crazy as the rule is and all that kind of stuff. It is what it is. He got some rest, I guess, and he'll be ready to go. He's really good at 2K, I think, last week. He was playing a lot of video games, I think. But we'll see. But, yeah, well, it's good to see him. I told him when I left William Blunt the other night, got off the radio with you, I'm used to watching him immediately, and it's just disappointing now. It's dad, not being able to watch him. Yeah. But our boys are on the right track. It's good. So hopefully we'll all be ready to go for this postseason.
Coach, appreciate you coming up.
Thanks, Eric.
Congratulations on the win.
Yep.
It's Coach Jason Mayfield, his Lady Admirals, with the big win, 66-25 tonight. And we shift gears over to the boys as the Admirals are in their road gray, of course, with the Navy numerals outlined in white. Coached by John Higgins, who is assisted by Josh Gregory, Justin Wakefield, and David Dawson. And tonight, it will be for Farragut, Number 1, Elisha Brabson, junior. Number 5, Ryan Neal, also a junior. Number 10, Isaiah Smith, he too a junior. Number 13, Dallas Carbaugh, sophomore. And number 15, Jack Carasso, the senior. Farragut is 8-9 overall, 6-5 in the district. Lenoir City now being introduced in their home white, the orange numerals. And Scory Correa, a senior. Number 15, David Ross, a senior. Number 21, Kobe Franklin, a sophomore. Number 30, Parker Trammell, a sophomore. And number 32, senior, Tucker Yancey. So Lenoir City comes in 9-10 overall, 3-8 in the district. Farragut won on January 8th at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium, 77-30. It was sort of a surprising margin. Farragut played very well. And see if they can duplicate that feat here tonight or just get the win. Again, in years past, I mentioned this at the outset of the night's broadcast, that if there have been struggles with Lenoir City in recent years, it has been on this floor. And so Farragut looking for the regular season sweep as we are underway, and the Admirals control the opening tip. So Ryan Neal into front court for the Admirals on the first possession of the game as Lenoir City opens 2-3 zone. Isaiah Smith, right side three is no good. Yancey grabs the rebound, gives to Correa. Lenoir City quickly in front court. Correa all the way to the baseline, stops, pivots, gives back for a three by Franklin. No good from the top of the key. Long rebound, ball loose on the floor. Everybody giving chase. And finally, Carasso picks it up, stumbles to the basket, scores, and is fouled. Nobody could pick up the hot potato for the longest time, and then finally it keeps progressing down the floor towards Farragut's basket, and the Admirals score the bucket as Trammell is called for a foul on Jack Carasso. And Carasso is coming off, got to be his highest scoring output of the season, 17 points against Bearden on Friday night, and he completes a three-point play. Some of those were easy baskets when Farragut was able to handle the Bearden press. It was kind of feast or famine against the Bearden press. Farragut made a number of poor decisions, led to turnovers and easy baskets for the Bulldogs. Other times, Farragut broke it down in textbook fashion and got easy baskets themselves. Oftentimes, Carasso the beneficiary, but there were plenty of other times when Jack, either with rebounds or just asserting himself in the paint, scored. And so that would be a really nice trend to have continue here late in the season. Farragut established a little bit more of an inside scoring presence. Here's a three-pointer hoisted for Lenoir City. No good from the left side. That was David Ross. Farragut with a rebound. Isaiah Smith in front court as the Admirals lead 3-0 on three-point play, an and-one opportunity that was cashed in by Jack Carasso. Brabson out high to Ryan Neal. Neal, Carasso driving the baseline. It comes open, shot won't go. There's Carbaugh with a putback, no good. Farragut misses twice in close. Lenoir City in front court. Ross right side to Franklin. Franklin gets a screen. No pick and roll there with Trammell. Here's a three, short from the left side by Ross, but Yancey grabs it off the deck. Drives inside. Carasso rejects the shot, but they say he got him with the body. So the first foul of the ball game against Farragut will go against Jack Carasso. Leading scorer in the first matchup with Lenoir City was Elisha Brabson with 16. Ryan Neal had 13. Yancey at the free throw line for the Panthers, and the free throw is no good. Second toss is good. So Tucker Yancey hits one of two, and Lenoir City is on the board. Lenoir City pressing as Farragut leads 3-1. Pass in front court, thrown away. Neal looking for Carasso in front court, but wide of the mark and out of bounds. Lenoir City with the ball following the first turnover of the game. They go inside to Yancey, can't shoot against Carasso, gives on the right wing to Kobe Franklin. Correa, off to Franklin. Down on the left baseline, the pass goes to Yancey. Loops it back out top to Dalton Varner. Varner to Franklin. Franklin guarded by Brabson. Varner takes the pass in the corner. Three-pointers offline, off the side of the backboard. It's going to be Carball for Farragut with a rebound. Drives in front court, gives in the right corner to Isaiah Smith for a three. No good. Carball, weak side rebound out to Neal. Extra pass to Brabson. Top of the key three. A little bit long. Rebounded away by Franklin. Lenoir City quickly in front court. It's Correa. Picked up by Ryan Neal. Pulls up right side. Picks up his dribble. Gives it the free throw line to Trammell. Drives the lane. Shot. No good. Grabs his own miss. Goes back up with it and scores. 3-3 is our scores. Trammell ties it up. Rebounding his own miss and sticking it through. Farragut's Carball with the ball. Right side. Has it knocked away. Goes to the corner to retrieve it. Out high, Ryan Neal takes a pass from Isaiah Smith. Brabson exchanges it back and forth with Neal. Now left side, Carasso. Farragut looking over this Lenoir City zone. Smith, right side, drives to the free throw line, gives back to Neal for a three, in and out. Rebound, Lenoir City. Panthers pick it up off the floor. Kobe Franklin with the basketball. Into front court for Lenoir City, Franklin. Into the lane, gives it off to Yancey, reverses underneath, lays it up and in. Yancey scores on a nice feed from Franklin, and Lenoir City leads 5-3. Ryan Neal across the timeline, guarded by Correa. Into the paint to Carball, down the left side of the paint he goes and scores off the window and was fouled. Yancey will be called for the personal, his first and the team's second, as Carball attacking the basket. Chance for Farragut's second three-point play. Yancey's going to check out of the game. Ross returns to the lineup for Lenoir City. Carball with the free throw. Too strong. Lenoir City in front court in a 5-5 game. David Ross, left side to Varner. Varner guarded by Isaiah Smith. Bounce pass down low, thrown out of bounds. Miscommunication for the Panthers, and Farragut gets the ball midway through our opening quarter. 5-5 here at Lenoir City. Farragut against the zone press across the timeline. Neal to Carball, right side Smith. Head fakes the three, drives closer, lost it on his way to the basket. And they say touched last by Farragut. Correa will bring it up for Lenoir City. Picked up at midcourt by Farragut's Ryan Neal. Setting a screen out high, Parker Trammell. Correa gives off to Franklin. Franklin moves right to left, gives in the corner to Carson Brewster, just checked into the game. There's Brewster, three-pointer, left side, too strong. Rebounded away by Ryan Neal. Neal in front court, Lenoir City's back defensively. So Neal to Brabson. Brabson driving into the paint, lost a handle on it, and Lenoir City comes up with a takeaway. Outlet pass to Correa, driving on Neal, misses the layup. Neal made it difficult. Here's Isaiah Smith, long pass back the other way to Brabson, and getting back was Brewster to knock the ball out of bounds. Farragut's ball underneath its basket. Ryan Neal to inbound. 3 minutes to go first quarter. 5-5 our score. Inbound comes to Carball in the paint. Powers up a shot with the left hand and scores off the window. Dallas Carball on the inbound play. Scores, giving Farragut a 7-5 lead. Neal picks up Correa at midcourt. Correa driving right side. Tried to step through two defenders. Was fouled. And they give the foul to Farragut's Ryan Neal. It'll be his first and the team's second. Carter Mayfield returns to the Farragut lineup after a couple of games away. He checks in for Neal. Farragut also gets Brandon Cuevas into the game. He replaces Isaiah Smith. So Brabson, Carball, and Carasso remain on the floor for Coach Higgins. Franklin out high to Ross. Ross left side to Correa. Brabson is there defensively. Ross with the ball guarded by Mayfield. And Mayfield reaches in and ties him up. Oh, they call a foul. Well, that's all right. Coach Higgins is clapping. Liked the effort by Mayfield on the defensive reach-in. And Mayfield with his first foul, team third. Tucker Yancey is returning to the floor for Lenoir City. He will replace Parker Trammell. Lenoir City's basketball, side front court as they inbound in front of the Farragut bench across the way. And Mayfield steals the inbound that was intended for Correa. Driving on Correa is going to reverse underneath and scores the basket. Carter Mayfield off the bench scores quickly as he forces the turnover and gets the bucket at the other end. Ross, crossover, moves to the free throw line, gives left side Correa, drives into the lane, right side pass to Brewster. Moves to the right elbow, returns the ball on the wing to Correa for a three that is good. That's Lenoir City's first from long range, and it's 9-8, Farragut by 1. Across the timeline, the pass comes from Carbaugh to Cuevas. Cuevas goes down, grabbing his right knee, which is bandaged, and Lenoir City in front court. Correa puts a shot up off the window, no good. Admirals go and get it, and we've got, with Farragut having secured the loose basketball, we've got timeout asked for by the officials as Cuevas grabbing at that right knee that he's got a brace on already. So Cuevas will have some assistance from Farragut assistant coaches. Brandon not putting any weight on that right foot as he is helped to the end of the Farragut bench. He'll take a seat there beside Zane Zatawi, who's in a cast. A couple of seats down from him. Got a walking boot on an Admiral. I believe that's a Beaver. Here's Farragut across the timeline. Mayfield at the point. Lenoir City in its zone as Mayfield moves to the left elbow, gives to Brabson on the wing. Back to Mayfield out top. Bounce pass, high post, Carbaugh, turnaround jumper from the free throw line. No good. And Brabson saves it in the near corner. Admirals with another opportunity. Carbaugh in the middle, takes a pass, spins in the paint, this time to his right side, missed the shot. Lenoir City with a rebound. 9-8, Farragut leads with 1 minute to go in the opening quarter. Ross working against Isaiah Smith, who returned to the game with Cuevas going out with the injury. Pass somehow got through to Yancey through the paint, but he can't hang on to it. Turnover for Lenoir City. Farragut comes up with it. Brabson in front court, left side Mayfield. Right back to Brabson. Open look from the top. Three, no good. Carasso with a putback, good. Carasso's got 5, and the Admirals lead 11-8. 40 seconds to go. Opening quarters. Lenoir City's Kobe Franklin brings the ball into front court, guarded man-to-man by Carter Mayfield. Mayfield goes for the steal, got it. Mayfield with the steal, bumped in front court. It's going to be fouled. Got the shot. Let's see if that's NBA continuation. It would count. But the foul well ahead of the shot as Mayfield providing a spark off the bench. He's got a couple of steals. And Franklin with the foul, his first and the team third. Inbound feed for the Admirals. Mayfield into Neal. Neal dribbles it out top. Farragut has gotten Jake Bishop into the game. He replaces Carbaugh. Mayfield, three-pointer, right side. Bang! Mayfield with Farragut's first three-pointer as the Admirals lead 14-8. Three-pointer for Lenoir City at the other end. No good. Ryan Neal, backside rebound off the miss by Drew Henry. Neal brings it in front court for the Admirals. Henry, a freshman, checking into the game for Lenoir City. Neal throws one up at the horn. No good. Correa got a hand on it, made him kind of double clutch the shot from out top. But again, the horn sounds, and after one, it's Farragut leading Lenoir City 14-8. We'll get a 1 minute break, return with second quarter action on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Pilot Food Marts on Farragut's Independent Voice, 105.3 WFIV.
Winter is time to make memories by the fireplace, so make sure your gas fireplace is clean, functional, and safe. Call Climatize Heating and Cooling today for a complete cleaning and safety inspection. Call Climatize Heating and Cooling today or go to climatizedtennessee.com.
Climatize.
Persian Galleries is pleased to invite you to visit their new and more spacious showroom located in Western Plaza. This is the perfect time to make your dreams come true. Persian Galleries has gathered the finest selection of Persian and decorative rugs from all over the world at the best prices ever. Whether you're looking for a specific type of rug like antique tradition, silk and new modern, or contemporary, Persian Galleries provides only the highest quality rugs. Persian Galleries also offers many services such as trade, cleaning, repair, and appraisal to ensure the life of your rugs. Call today, 558-8777, or visit our website at PersianGalleriesKnoxville.com, located in Western Plaza next to the Fresh Market.
First possession of the second quarter, and Farragut goes in the middle of that Lenoir City zone to Bishop. Bishop could have shot, but was looking to pass, dumps it down on the baseline to Carasso, and Jack is fouled on a shot attempt, as the foul was committed by David Ross. It's his first, Lenoir City's fourth, and so here's Jack with a free throw, good. He's 2 of 2 from the line. Neither one of them has touched a bit of rim, as Jack, Farragut's leading scorer, with 6 points, following up that 17-point performance against Bearden on Friday night. 7 points now for Carasso as he hits them both. So Jack's got 7. Mayfield off the bench has 5. Dallas Carball with 4. That's Farragut's scoring thus far as the Admirals lead 16-8. Lenoir City goes down low to Trammell on the left block. His shot, no good. Carasso lost the rebound. Trammell will try again, this time good. Trammell's got 4 to lead Lenoir City. Tucker Yancey and Scory Correa with 3 points apiece for the Panthers. Neal across the timeline. Here comes a trap. Ryan needs some help, and the ball stolen away by Yancey, but he threw it right back to Neal. Farragut with a reprieve, as Yancey was going to go instantly out of bounds if he didn't release that pass, and Neal was able to grab it back for Farragut. 16-10, the Admirals leading. Neal, top of the key, 3, no good. There's Carasso in there battling for the rebound, but it's deflected away from him off the backboard. Lenoir City comes up with it. Ross in front court for the Panthers. Drifts right, sizes up a 3, in and out. Isaiah Smith can't collect the rebound on the backside, however, and it's going to be Lenoir City's Kobe Franklin dribbling it out top, gives to Correa. Correa working into the paint. Right block, puts a shot up off the window, and scores. Scory Correa, Lenoir City senior now with 5 points as he becomes the Panthers' leading scorer at this juncture. 6:25 to go, first half. Farragut leading 16-12. Ryan Neal across the timeline gives to Jake Bishop. Bishop down low to Carasso and knocked out of bounds. Put that one a little bit closer to the rim, and Jack can catch it and shoot it all in one motion. But Admirals will have it with Mayfield inbounding. Out top to Smith. Head fakes the 3, moves closer, gives to Neal right side. He drives the lane, bounce pass underneath to Carasso, and he's called for taking steps. Good pass on the bounce by Neal, but Jack was awfully deep under the basket, was trying to create a shooting angle for himself, and commits the traveling violation. 16-12, Farragut leads Lenoir City, gets the ball. They bring it in front court. Trammell has it, guarded by Bishop. Picks up his dribble out top, bounces to David Ross on the left wing. He'll launch a 3, no good. Rebounded away by the Admirals' Isaiah Smith. Smith into front court, back to Carter Mayfield. Mayfield bounces it left side to Neal. Neal into the heart of that zone, kick out right side to Smith. Isaiah out top to Carter. High post, it goes to Bishop. Thought about the 15-footer. Instead on the left baseline to Carasso. Swing it around the perimeter to find Smith. Three-pointer offline from out high right side. Carasso saves it. Tried to get it to Mayfield, and Lenoir City deflected the ball out of bounds. Kobe Franklin slid over, contested the pass, knocked it out of bounds, and Farragut will have it side front court. Jake Bishop inbounding for Farragut into Mayfield. Correa at the head of the zone. A little pressure there. Now Neal at the free throw line to Bishop. And they call Bishop for taking steps. Didn't see that one. Bishop with the traveling violation, and Lenoir City is going to use a timeout. 5:19 to play in our first half, and the Panthers are on the bench, so I assume it's a full timeout. We'll get a 30-second break and return with more on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Pilot Food Marts on Farragut's independent voice, 105.3 WFIV.
Hi, this is Dave from VG's Bakery. Circumstances have forced us to change the way we do business, but nothing will change the pride and love we have for baking the finest baked goods. Go to vgsbakery.com to check out our curbside menu we offer Tuesday through Friday weekly. And our cake department is ready to create your beautiful and delicious special occasion cakes. Pastries, cookies, bread, and desserts, all made by hands that care. VG's Bakery, handcrafted baked goods. Oh yeah.
Farragut returns to the floor following the Lenoir City timeout with the same five. Carter Mayfield, Ryan Neal, Jake Bishop, Jack Carrasso, and Isaiah Smith. The Panthers counter with David Ross, Corey Correa, Kobe Franklin. Looks like Carson Brewster returning to the lineup, and also Parker Trammell. Lenoir City's basketball trailing 16-12. Three-pointer right side by Varner, in and out. Rebounded away by Isaiah Smith. Given to Carter Mayfield. Mayfield sprints into front court for the Admirals, gives to Carrasso on the left wing. Jack drives the lane, gives to Smith right side. Isaiah into the paint. Pulls up, runner with the right hand, too strong. Carrasso tips it out. Ryan Neal controls, top of the key. Neal into the paint, wrap around pass to Carrasso, lays it up and in. Carrasso's got 9, and Ryan Neal with the assist. Correa quickly in front court for Lenoir City, gives to Varner. Into the paint, back to Ross, head fake the three, drives, and Carrasso throws a body block at him in the lane. And it'll be foul number 2 on Jack. That'll be the Admirals' 4th foul. And David Ross will shoot a pair. Lenoir City senior with the first one up and short. Panthers are now 1 of 3 from the foul line. Ross looking to become the 4th Lenoir City player to score. Does so as he hits 1 of 2. Carball into the game for Farragut, replacing Carrasso with those 2 fouls. Farragut against the Lenoir City press has Ryan Neal bringing it into front court to Carter Mayfield. Right back to Neal on the left side. In the middle, Bishop. Bishop dumps it down low to Carball, under the basket, can't hit the shot, deflected out of bounds. It'll belong to Lenoir City. Farragut's getting the ball where it wants to against the zone. Just got to get some better shooting angles when you drop it off right down low on the baseline. Correa for Lenoir City into the lane, and a charge. Farragut's Jake Bishop takes the charge. Correa with a player control foul, his first and the team 5th. 5 fouls for Lenoir City, spread amongst 5 different Panthers. Farragut with 4 fouls as we approach the midpoint of the second quarter. Mayfield across the timeline to Bishop, quickly to Smith, right side. Smith driving, baseline, gives to Carball. Shot was blocked, but he grabbed it back and goes up and scores. Does Dallas Carball, who now has 6, and the Admirals dissect the press. 20-13, Farragut leads by 7. Correa trying to make the pass to Trammell on a little pick and roll action. It's knocked away by Farragut. Here's Mayfield on a run out. Good at the other end. Carter Mayfield's got 7 as the Admirals open up a 9-point lead at 22-13, and Lenoir City is going to use a 30-second timeout with 3:37 to play in our first half, and the Admirals with their biggest margin, 9 points. Carball with 6, Mayfield with 7, and Jack Carrasso with 9. Those are Farragut's scores. Meanwhile, Lenoir City has gotten 5 from Correa, 4 from Trammell, 3 from Yancey, and 1 from Ross. Panthers led early 5-3. Farragut led by 6 at the quarter break, 14-8, and lead by 9 currently, 22-13. Mayfield, Neal, Bishop, Brabson, and Carball on the floor for Coach Higgins. And Lenoir City counters with Yancey, Brewster, Ross, Varner, Franklin, and Mason Guider. Number 24, the junior for Lenoir City, seeing his first action. Kobe Franklin will bring it into front court, guarded by Carter Mayfield. Franklin gets a screen by Guider, slides left. Bishop takes him on a switch. Out high to Guider. Picks it up at the free throw line, gives to Franklin, driving left side, reverse pivot on the baseline, shot up, tough shot, missed. Rebounded away by Carbaugh, ahead to Neal. Neal in front court, down low to Bishop. Bishop trying to get it to Carbaugh, and it was stolen away by Lenoir City. Farragut trying to take it back. Mayfield knocks it out of bounds. Farragut in rear court, Mayfield giving chase, contesting everything. Carter, with his return to the lineup, proving to be quite the defensive nuisance, and knocked it out of bounds. Lenoir City retains possession. Correa has his dribble knocked away by Neal in rear court. Correa picks it up, gets it across the timeline, driving left side. May have charged again. No, he's waiting to see, I guess, Farragut's jersey number. But Correa was definitely a bit out of control. But they give the foul to Ryan Neal. It'll be his second. Lenoir City will inbound from the baseline right. Correa triggers it into Ross, right side. Trying to set his feet for a three. Bishop is there defensively. Moves into the paint. Turnaround jumper is good by David Ross. David Ross with his first field goal. And he's got 3 points now. Farragut leads 22-15. Brabson and Neal exchanging it in rear court against the Lenoir City three-quarter court zone press. Neal. And they call 10 seconds. Farragut didn't get the ball across the timeline in the allotted 10 seconds. And so that's going to be turnover number 5 for Farragut. Panthers get the ball trailing by 7. Correa, hounded by Mayfield. Gives to Ross, right side three, no good. Backside rebound, Carbaugh. Off to Mayfield. Mayfield ahead to Brabson in front court. Back to Mayfield. In the middle, Bishop, one dribble, gives to Carbaugh. Right corner three for Dallas, no good. Farragut chasing on the rebound. Ball knocked out of bounds, touched last by the Admirals. Neal, coming from behind, tried to, I think, carom the ball off of Lenoir City. But the Panthers get it. 2 minutes to play, first half, 22-15. Correa working off Guider's screen, drifts left. Gives to Franklin left wing, out top to Guider, working against Jake Bishop. Bounce pass to Ross on the right wing. He's guarded there by Brabson, into the paint. Tries that reverse pivot. Brabson stays with him. Bounce pass down low to Trammell, and Trammell knocks it home off the window. Trammell's got 6. Assists to Ross, basket by Trammell. Farragut against the press, in the middle to Bishop, ahead to Neal. Neal driving right side all the way to the bucket. Shot was short. And Lenoir City comes away with it. Trammell ahead to Correa. Correa in front court. They're going to call a foul on Farragut. I guess it's going to be on Mayfield. Second on Mayfield. He and Carasso and Neal all have 2 fouls apiece. And Correa at the line for Lenoir City. Ruled to be in the act of shooting, which is generous. Guider checks out of the game for Lenoir City. They're going to get Yancey into the lineup. So Correa has missed the first toss. The second one is good. Senior Correa for Lenoir City hits 1 of 2 free throws, and that makes it 22-18. A 5-0 run for Lenoir City. 1:24 to play first half. Farragut's Neal in front court. Cross-court pass goes over on the left side to Brabson. Gives in the corner to Carbaugh. Now to Mayfield. Wide open look for 3. No good. And Brabson comes away with a loose basketball. Gives to Neal right side. Head fakes a 3. Gives to Mayfield, same place for another 3. This one is good. Mayfield with the 3-pointer. He's got 10 points, his second 3 of this first half, and Farragut leads 25-18. Correa trying to answer at the other end. Top of the key 3 is offline. Neal the rebound. Farragut on the break. 2-on-2. Neal to Mayfield. Lays it up, lays it in. Mayfield's got 12, and the Admirals had snapped that 5-0 run by Lenoir City. They now score 5 straight, all Carter Mayfield. Here's David Ross, left side three, no good. Tipped. Bishop controls for Farragut. Gives to Brabson. Brabson in front court. Got around Ross. Pulls up, though, on the right wing. Now drives to the free throw line. Open look from 15, short. Rebounded away by Ross. Ross in front court for Lenoir City. Right side, pass stolen away by Neal. Uncontested layup at the other end for Ryan Neal, as Neal with a steal on one end and the basket on the other. His first of the half. 29-18, 5 seconds to go. Correa in front court, all the way to the basket, misses with a scoop. Bishop the rebound, heaves at the horn, well short at the other end. But Farragut with a nice answer as the Admirals score the last 7 of the half after Lenoir City had cut a 9-point deficit down to 4. Farragut responds with a late 7-0 run, and it's Farragut leading by 11 at intermission, 29-18. We'll get a 2-minute break and return on the other side to take a look at the first half numbers as you listen to Farragut High School basketball presented by Pilot Food Marts on Farragut's independent voice, 105.3 WFIV.
105.3 WFIV, Loudon, Farragut, Lenoir City.
At your nearby Pilot Food Mart, there's a refreshing drink special waiting for you, and it's only 99 cents. Any size fountain drink, icy, or coffee is right inside, and just 99 cents every day. With your Pilot My Rewards card, get 3 cents off every gallon of gas. And find additional specials inside the store. Drink specials, gas savings, regular specials. Get your Pilot My Rewards card today. Pilot, we're right on your way.
Hey, Rick Terry here with Rick Terry Jewelry Designs. We've gotten so many calls. Are you open? Are you doing jewelry work? And the answer is yes. Only a few small changes. Repair times are a little longer. Jewelry design consultations are done by appointment, but the same great service you've always expected is what you'll get. And in our brand new, totally redesigned jewelry store. It's spacious, clean, and safe. If you haven't been in, you've got to come see. Rick Terry Jewelry Designs, we want to be your jeweler.
Erie Insurance Company is celebrating 95 years of being above all in service. H.O. Hurt, the founder of the company, insisted the cornerstone of the company was the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. That's why every product they sell is built and backed by this simple rule. Whether it's auto, home, business, or life, you owe it to yourself to call Bryan Insurance, 865-951-7993, or visit bryaninsurance.com.
Hey folks, Gerald Anderson with Ted Russell Nissan. Happy New Year! And we're not just practicing social distancing, we're doing it. Face masks, hand sanitizers, Sandy Fogger. We're 6 feet apart, and we can still sell you a new Nissan. And with over 450 new Nissans to choose from, we've definitely got the one you're looking for. And remember, nobody can sell you the same new Nissan for less than Ted Russell Nissan. Is your credit an issue? Well, not at Ted Russell Nissan. We have 4 finance managers that specialize in credit repair and approvals. Rebates up to $6,500, discounts up to $11,000, and payments as low as $149 a month. Ted Russell Nissan.
Shop Farragut wishes you and the entire Admiral Sports Nation much success and happiness this exciting season, and reminds you to shop Farragut all year long. Your Farragut retailers, restaurants, and service providers have worked hard to make your shopping easy and a bargain. Follow Shop Farragut on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to get all of the deals and discounts you need. Go Admirals!
Back at Lenoir City High School, we're at halftime of our boys game with Farragut leading 29-18 as the Admirals come in 8-9 overall. Lenoir City 9-10 overall, but the Admirals are 6-5 in district play. Lenoir City 3-8. The Admirals won back on January 8th at Lynn Sexton Gymnasium over the Panthers 77-30. Didn't figure it would be that type of game tonight. Lenoir City usually plays Farragut much tougher here on its home floor, and that has been the case in the first half as the Panthers led early 5-3. Farragut was leading by 6 at the quarter break, 14-8, built a 9-point lead at 22-13. That was the biggest lead Farragut had enjoyed to that point. The Panthers then went on a 5-0 run to make it 22-18. But the Admirals respond with the last 7 points of the half to lead by 11 at the break, 29-18. Farragut outscoring Lenoir City in the second quarter, 15-10. I had the Panthers with 7 first-half turnovers and Farragut with 5 first-half turnovers. Taking a look at the individual scoring for Lenoir City, Scory Correa, 1 of 2 from the line, 1 3-pointer, 6 first-half points for Correa. David Ross, 1 of 2 from the line, 3 first-half points for Ross. Parker Trammell with 6 points. And Tucker Yancey, 1 of 2 from the line, 3 first-half points for Yancey. The Panthers were 3 of 6 from the foul line and had 1 3-pointer, that coming from Correa. For the Admirals, Ryan Neal with 2 points. Dallas Carball with 6 points. He was 0 of 1 from the line. Carter Mayfield comes off the bench to lead the Admirals in scoring. 12 first-half points for the junior Mayfield. He had a pair of 3-pointers. Jack Carasso coming off a 17-point performance Friday night at Bearden had 9 first-half points. Carasso 3 of 3 from the foul line. So Farragut was 3 of 4 collectively from the line. Again, Lenoir City was 3 of 6. And while the Panthers had the 1 3-pointer, Farragut had a pair of threes, both Carter Mayfield makes. So the Admirals by 11 at intermission, 29-18. We'll get another 2-minute break and return with more on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Pilot Food Marts on Farragut's Independent Voice, 105.3 WFIV.
Attention East Tennessee. Bearden Bike and Trail has been voted one of the 100 best bike shops in the U.S. by the Bicycle Dealers Association. This certification requires not only a great shopping experience and expert staff, but also support for local and national cycling advocacy. Bearden Bike and Trail has affordable luxury bikes from the brands you know, like Jamis, Fuji, Marin, Breezer, and Haro. Bike and Trail has bikes for children as well as the young at heart. Bike and Trail also carries affordable electric bikes. Need a bike repair? Their top-notch repair shop has the fastest turnaround time in town. Tight on cash? Ask about their 12 months no-interest financing. With over 48 years of experience in the cycling industry, you can always count on Bearden Bike and Trail for great customer service. Make Bike and Trail your one-stop for cycling adventure. Open 7 days a week. Located on the Third Creek Greenway on Forest Park Boulevard. Bearden Bike and Trail. Voted one of the best bike shops in the U.S. by the Bicycle Dealers Association.
What tells your story? Your diploma, an art print, a map from a trip you've held on to for years, a shadow box of a favorite sports jersey. Whatever it is, at Express Frame, we've made custom framing fast, easy, and affordable. Each frame is handcrafted by our experts in-house using high-quality materials. With our large frame inventory selection, we'll get your finished artwork back to you in a lot less time than traditional custom framing stores. Same expert staff and service, new name. Express Frame is located in the Dick's Sporting Goods Shopping Center next to Sports Clubs. Frame your story at Express Frame and look for special offers at expressframe.net. We know framing, you'll know the difference.
Winter is here. That means it's time for the Climatize Heating and Cooling Winter Maintenance Safety Inspection. Make sure your heat pump or gas furnace is ready for winter. Get peace of mind when you call Climatize Heating and Cooling today or go to climatizetennessee.com. Climatize.
Eric Gerhardt back with you here at Lenoir City High School as the teams have returned from the locker room to the floor. They're warming up for the second half. A couple of minutes away from resumption of play as Farragut leads at intermission 29-18. Carter Mayfield off the bench leading the Admirals with 12 points. Jack Carasso has 9, Dallas Carball 6, Ryan Neal 2. Lenoir City being faced by Parker Trammell and Scory Correa, who have 6 points apiece. Admirals in the first meeting thoroughly dominated the first half. 20-6 they had led after one and then outscored Lenoir City 24-2 in the second quarter. It opened up a 36-point halftime cushion, and again couldn't expect that type of game tonight. Lenoir City always more competitive, it seems, on their home floor, and the Panthers down 11 but certainly within striking range for Farragut. They need to continue what they were doing, in particular there in the latter stages of the first half, as they went on a nice 7-0 run to close out things, building their biggest lead of the first half at halftime. 11-point cushion, again 29-18. These teams return to district action on Friday night as Farragut will host Hardin Valley. These Lenoir City Panthers on Friday night will host Maryville. Looking at the district standings entering the night, this is for the boys in District 4 AAA. Bearden 11-0 is the in the catbird seat there. Maryville is strong second at 8-2, with the Rebels' only losses to the Bulldogs. Farragut in third at 6-5, followed by West at 4-4. William Blount 5-6. Hardin Valley 3-6. And Lenoir City 3-8, followed by Heritage at 1-10. Again, Farragut will host Hardin Valley Friday night. That'll be our next broadcast. Farragut will host Fulton on Thursday night in a non-district matchup. You can watch that game, the video stream provided by Brandon Campbell. That'll be on the Booster Club's live stream page. Also should go out over the YouTube channel, making sure that Farragut basketball makes it out on YouTube. That's Justin Beaver, who handles those duties. For us here at 105.3 WFIV, Dusty Street, back at our WFIV studios. And again, we'll be back Friday night as the Admirals host Hardin Valley. Lenoir City with the first possession of the third quarter, and Correa driving in off the right wing is going to be fouled. Carball picks up the foul. Nobody has any more than 2 fouls on either team. Three-pointer by Ross for Lenoir City is no good. Yancey with a rebound, muscles his way in the lane for a turnaround little baby hook, no good. Rebounded away by Carball. Given to Brabson. Farragut in front court with it. Brabson to Neal, left side. Lenoir City continues to go zone. In the middle, Carball takes it at the free throw line, gives to Smith. Right side three, no good. Carball with the rebound. Out top to Smith. Carball's just got a nose for the ball on those rebounds. Gets a pass from Brabson on the right block, returns it to Brabson. Left side, Neal. Neal drives, leaves it off inside with Carball. Shot from in close, won't go. Knocked out of bounds, stays with Farragut. So it's the same starting 5 in the second half that Coach Higgins began the game with. Ryan Neal, Elisha Brabson, Jack Carrasso, Dallas Carball, and Isaiah Smith. And I think Lenoir City's got Trammell, Yancey, Ross, Correa, and Franklin. Early third quarter, Farragut working the ball around the perimeter. Neal driving into the lane with the right hand, short, went up and grabbed the deflection, gives to Smith in the corner, and Smith may have stepped on the baseline. So ultimately, Lenoir City gets it as Farragut, I think, is out of bounds. And so the Panthers into front court. Correa, right side pass to Ross is contested. Brabson knocks it out of bounds. So the Panthers from midcourt will have Ross inbounding. Into Correa, who's guarded man-to-man by Neal. Correa into the paint. Smith collapses on him, knocks the dribble loose. Picked up by Neal, ahead to Smith. Smith driving on Yancey in front court with the right hand, scores. Isaiah Smith with his first basket as he created the turnover at one end and gets the ball back from Neal on the break. Lenoir City in front court. Yancey's going to try a 17-footer from the right baseline. No good. Rebounded away by Brabson. Brabson brings it into front court for the Admirals. Gives to Smith, right side. Head fakes the three. Moves closer. Can't get the shot off to Brabson. They move it around the corner, or around the perimeter. To the baseline, it goes to Carrasso, and he finds the cutter, Isaiah Smith, who lays it up and in. Good look by Jack Carrasso in the post, ripping it through the paint to Isaiah Smith. 33-18, Farragut by 15. Biggest lead the Admirals have enjoyed. David Ross working against Brabson into the paint. Can't get a shot off. Good defense by Brabson to Correa. Working against Neal. Now Carball has him on a switch. Baseline jumper by Correa. No good. Farragut cannot control the rebound. Carrasso had his hands on it. Trammell, it looked like knocked it from his grasp, but they say Farragut touched it last. Trammell out of the game. Varner checks in for Lenoir City, so they go with a smaller lineup. Ross out high, working again against Brabson. Brabson stays in front of him. Out top, it goes to Franklin. He drives the lane and is fouled on a shot attempt. So Franklin for Lenoir City, a sophomore, will have a couple of free throws. Carrasso becomes the first player on either team to pick up a third foul. Nobody on Lenoir City's roster has more than one, actually. And this will be at the line. Franklin, first toss is short. Carrasso now with 3 fouls. Mayfield has 2. Neal has 2. Those are the only Admirals with multiple fouls. So Franklin, second toss after missing the first, is good. His first point of the night. He becomes the 5th Panther to score. Lenoir City with a zone press. Farragut ahead in front court to Smith. Smith lobs it at the basket for Carrasso, lays it up and in. Nicely done between Isaiah Smith and Jack Carrasso. Carrasso's got 11. Farragut by 16. Ross in front court. Shovels it off to Correa, coming back right to left. He gives left side to Franklin. Franklin working against Smith in the paint. Can't get a shot off. Gives to Correa in the corner for 3. Good. Correa with his second 3 of the ball game. Lenoir City's second 3 of the ball game. And it's 35-22. Farragut, again, no problem breaking the zone press. Smith takes it in front court, gives back to Neal between the circles. Right side, Smith, three-pointer, no good. Up and over the backboard, it'll belong to Lenoir City. Henry into the ball game for Lenoir City. Takes a pass on the left side from Franklin, moves into the paint, gives back to Ross for a 3. Good. That may be the best look Ross has gotten all night long from three-point range, and he knocks it down. 10-point game, 35-25. Carball takes a pass from Neal, moves into front court, gives to Smith. Smith attacking the basket with the right hand, fouled at the rim. So Isaiah will shoot a couple of free throws. Tucker Yancey becomes, I believe, the first Panther to pick up a second foul, and Isaiah Smith goes to the foul line as a result. First free throw of the night for Isaiah is no good. He's got 4 points, all of it here in the third quarter. 4:05 to go, third quarter. The Admirals were up by 11 at halftime, 29-18, currently leading 35-25. And both free throws are missed. Ross with the rebound for Lenoir City. In front court, it comes left side to Franklin, matched up with there by Farragut's Carball. Franklin through the paint, pump fakes on the baseline against Carrasso, got him airborne, but the shot's off the side of the backboard. Farragut with a rebound. Carrasso clears it, gives to Carball. Carball in turn to Brabson. In front court, Neal takes it. And Farragut with the ball left side of the paint in the hands of Carball, and I guess they say Carball shuffled his feet as he went to release a pass on the baseline. Looked like the Admirals had something going, good ball movement, but a traveling violation. And so here's Lenoir City's Franklin from the right corner, trying a 3, no good. Tracked down backside by Neal. Neal bumped in rear court by Henry, and Henry's going to draw a foul on the second bump. First foul on Henry, second foul against the Panthers in this third quarter. Trammell checking into the game for Lenoir City, but first Farragut's going to use a 30-second timeout. 3:25 to go in our third quarter, and Farragut leading by 10, 35-25. Admirals in possession of the ball when play resumes. Admirals led 14-8 at the end of the first quarter. Built the lead out to 9 at 22-13. Lenoir City scored 5 straight to make it 22-18, but Farragut closed the first half on a 7-0 run to lead 29-18. Biggest lead they've enjoyed in this third quarter was at 35-19, but Lenoir City has scored the last 6 35-25. Admirals a chance to snap that run as they have the ball coming out of the timeout. In the middle, Carball takes a pass against the zone, gives to Smith, right side. He drives baseline, gives it back to Carball, open right underneath the basket, and lays it up and in. Nicely done coming out of the timeout by the Admirals on that half-court set. Carball's got 8. Smith, another assist. Here's a 3 from out top. Good by Kobe Franklin. First 3 of the ball game for Franklin, third for Lenoir City. Franklin's first field goal period. 37-28. The Admirals by 9. 2:50 to go in the third quarter as Neal, double teamed at midcourt, gives to Carball, right side to Smith. Smith to Neal in the paint, working against Trammell, lost it on the way up, and Lenoir City comes away with the basketball as Ross into front court. Ross against Brabson into the paint, shot won't go. Trammell, a putback, good. Trammell has 8, and it's a 7-point game. Admirals against the Lenoir City zone press. Farragut into front court. Neal, guarded by Henry, drifts right, gives to Smith in the right corner. Ross tries to come out and contest potential 3 at that point. Neal, top of the key, gives inside to Carball. Carball in the paint with a shot, no good. Dallas felt like there was some contact worthy of a foul, didn't get the call. And Lenoir City in front court, trailing by 7. As Franklin driving down the left side of the lane, picks up his dribble, gives to Henry on the left wing. He moves into the paint, gives on the right side to Correa. Swing it back around left side to Franklin via Ross. Here's Franklin to the free throw line. Right side Correa to Henry. One dribble, picks it up, returns it out top to Franklin. Working against Brabson. Again, comes to a stop. Tough turnaround jumper is missed. Farragut will let him shoot that all day long as Carball with the rebound. Admirals in front court. Brabson left side Neal. Three-pointer, no good. And the Admirals knock the backside rebound out of bounds. Smith and Carasso, they're contesting with Ross for that rebound. Carasso's going to get a breather. Carball's going to get a breather. Jake Bishop and Lucas Arnold enter the game for Farragut. First action of the night for Arnold, number 12, a senior. Franklin into front court for Lenoir City, picked up by Jake Bishop. And Bishop is called for a hand check foul, his first, team third. Ross looking to get the ball inbounds. Carter Mayfield into the lineup as well. So you've got Mayfield, Bishop, Brabson, Smith, and Arnold. Henry left side for Lenoir City. Out top, Correa. Bounce pass inside to Trammell. Working against Arnold. Turn around, right hand, good. Trammell has 10. And Lenoir City has cut it to a 5-point game. 37-32, Farragut leads as Mayfield has a pass knocked out of bounds by Ross. Panthers trying to dial up the defensive intensity. On a little bit of a run here, they've got the momentum. Into Carter Mayfield in rear court from Brabson. 35 seconds to play third quarter. Farragut leading 37-32. Brabson, three-pointer left side, good. Big basket by Elisha Brabson, his first of the night. And it's 40-32. Admirals by 8. Franklin in front court, guarded by Bishop. Gives to Henry, tries a crossover, lost the dribble, grabs it back, gives to Franklin into the paint. Off to Trammell. Trammell on the right block, lays it up and in. He was moving along the baseline, and Franklin spotted him. And with the assist to Trammell, who's got 6 of his 12 in this third quarter. 3 seconds to play. Brabson, long three-pointer, is going to be short at the horn. Farragut shot that a little bit prematurely. And Admirals could have gotten a better look. But as the third quarter comes to a close, it's Farragut leading at Lenoir City by a score of 40-34. We'll get a 1-minute break and return with fourth quarter action on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops presented by Pilot Food Marts on Farragut's independent voice, 105.3 WFIV.
105.3 WFIV, Loudon, Farragut, Lenoir City.
Hey folks, Gerald Ansel with Ted Russell Nissan, and we're serving all your automotive needs.
My brakes are worn out.
Bring it. Our service department has full-line certified technicians.
I need a brand new set of tires.
Bring it. We have the best prices on all major tire brands.
I need help with my credit to buy a new Nissan.
Bring it. We have 4 certified finance managers to help you get the payment you're looking for.
I need to rent a Nissan for our vacation.
Bring it. Our friendly rental department has low rates.
Well, I got an old sled to trade in.
Bring it. If it'll drive, it's worth $5,500. Only Ted Russell Nissan on Kingston Pike.
Shop Farragut wishes you and the entire Admiral Sports Nation much success and happiness this exciting season, and reminds you to shop Farragut all year long. Your Farragut retailers, restaurants, and service providers have worked hard to make your shopping easy and a bargain. Follow Shop Farragut on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to get all of the deals and discounts you need. Go Admirals!
Fourth quarter underway here at Lenoir City High School as the Admirals lead at 40-34. Had led by 16 in the third quarter, 35-19, but Lenoir City with the momentum heading into the fourth. They got it down to 6 as this will be Brabson. Baseline jumper, tough shot, won't go. Ross with a good box out. He's got the rebound for Lenoir City. Panthers in front court. Franklin takes a pass from Ross, gives it back to Ross. Bishop takes him on a switch. Ross bounce pass in the post, goes to Trammell. Arnold knocked it away. He's tracked down, though, by Trammell. Gives to Ross. Three-pointer right side, no good. And clangs off the back of the rim, up and over the backboard. It'll belong to Farragut. 7:23 to play here at Lenoir City. Farragut's got Isaiah Smith, Carter Mayfield, Elisha Brabson, Jake Bishop, and Lucas Arnold. Mayfield across the stripe at midcourt, guarded by Henry. Off to Brabson, left side. Back to Mayfield. Could go in the middle to Bishop, instead to Brabson, left side, into the corner to Arnold. Back out top, skip pass to Mayfield. To Brabson, left side 3 for Brabson, short, rebound Trammell of Lenoir City. Gives to Franklin. Franklin, pass nearly stolen away by Mayfield. Farragut actually would have been better to have simply let it go. They didn't realize it, though. But the Lenoir City player for whom that pass was intended, I guess Correa, was not even aware it was headed his direction. That would have sailed into the Lenoir City bench. Panthers with the ball. As it's Franklin working against Bishop. Push off at the free throw line. Now leans in. 14-footer. Too strong. Farragut fighting itself for the rebound, but Smith comes up with it. Gives to Mayfield in front court to Arnold. Now back to Carter Mayfield. Mayfield into the lane. Gives to Brabson right side. Moves to the elbow. Then backs it out. Drew Henry on Brabson defensively. Mayfield takes the pass right side. Working against Henry out top. As Mayfield driving left. Has it knocked away and out of bounds over the baseline. Ryan Neal will replace Isaiah Smith in the Farragut lineup as Farragut inbounds. And now the officials confer, and they say it's Lenoir City's basketball. So they say Lenoir City did not touch it, then Mayfield simply lost it out of bounds for Farragut's 7th turnover of the night. Lenoir City's going to give it right back. They're standing on the sideline on that pass to Drew Henry. 9 turnovers by my count for Lenoir City. Farragut leading 40-34, 6:12 to play. Neal, cross-court pass in front court to Brabson. Brabson off to Mayfield. Neal, now to Mayfield, back to Neal left side. Mayfield takes it, drives through the zone, and is hacked. Let's see if they give that to Ross. No, they gave it to Trammell. He becomes the second Panther to pick up a second foul. Carter Mayfield, who really gave the Admirals a spark off the bench in the first half, scoring team-high 12 points, hits the free throw. Second one, good as well. 14 points for Carter Mayfield as he hits a pair of tosses, and Farragut leads by 8, 42-34. Franklin, guarded by Lucas Arnold, drifts left, gives to Henry, comes back right. Arnold takes him on a switch to Ross, skip pass right side. Guarded across the way by Brabson, picks up the dribble, gives to Correa. Brabson takes him on a switch, looking inside for Yancey, can't get it to him with Bishop fronting. Instead left to Franklin, back to Ross on the right side, now guarded by Mayfield. Inside, the Yancey goes up with a shot and misses from underneath. Yancey got free but was kind of deep under the basket and missed on the shot as the Admirals come away in front court with it. Right corner, Arnold gives to Bishop, high post to Mayfield, top of the key. Left side to Neal. Working against Correa to Brabson in the corner. Three-pointer for Elisha is good. 2 big three-pointers for Elisha Brabson in the second half. One of them late in the third, this one relatively early in the fourth. Farragut leads by 11, 45-34. Henry tries to answer for Lenoir City from the left corner. His three's no good. Neal quickly in front court for Farragut. Bumped repeatedly by Henry. No foul call. Three-pointer put up from the left corner is no good, but the Admirals with the rebound, and they're going to set up the half-court offense. Mayfield, left side to Neal. Into the corner to Arnold. Head fakes the three. Gives to Bishop. His 16-footer is short. Long rebound comes out to Neal. Drives in the lane. Spins against Yancey. And Yancey blocks the shot out of bounds. Farragut retains possession with 4:30 to play, leading by 11, 45-34, as Carrasso's set to check into the game. But first, we're going to have a timeout used by Lenoir City. Full timeout being used by Coach Joshua Brannon, with his Panthers trailing at home to the visiting Admirals 45-34. We'll get a 30-second break and return with more on the other side as you listen to Farragut High School Hoops, presented by Pilot Food Marts on Farragut's independent voice, 105.3 WFIV.
We're all paying attention to social distancing and cleanliness these days, and your nearby Pilot Food Mart has got you covered. Every Pilot has a sanitation station. You'll find masks and hand sanitizer to help keep you and your family safe. While you're there, get your Pilot My Rewards card. It's good for 3 cents a gallon off Pilot gas and in-store specials. Your neighborhood Pilot Food Mart. We're right on your way.
Back at Lenoir City High School, it should be Farragut's basketball as the Admirals lead with 4.5 minutes to play, 45-34. Carter Mayfield, Jake Bishop, Elisha Brabson, Jack Carrasso, Ryan Neal on the floor for Coach Higgins. And Lenoir City counters as the inbound feed comes to Brabson. He'll try a three from the right side. It is over everything. Ross takes it on the backside for Lenoir City, comes in, pulls up for three, tough shot, missed it. Farragut the rebound. Admirals into front court with it as the teams both missed three-pointers coming out of the most recent timeout, and I think Ross has got his hand bandaged, but maybe still there needs to be some further work done on that, or I don't know, maybe wipe something off a part of his uniform perhaps. So Ross is getting some treatment from the training staff for Lenoir City, and Farragut, as play resumes, has the basketball. Carter Mayfield right side. Out top, Ryan Neal, three-pointer short. Rebound, though, Jack Carrasso. Carrasso called for steps in the paint. Jack trying to take it strong back up after the offensive rebound. Looked like he just extra step. Turnover number 8, I believe, of the night for Farragut. Correa in front court for Lenoir City, gives to Franklin left side, moves through the paint, left to right, circles out on the right wing where Ryan Neal stays with him. Now back left he comes, gives to Correa. Correa working along the baseline against Mayfield, bounces it into the right corner to Guider. He could take the shot, didn't want it from 17. Instead to Correa, who asked for a screen from Yancey. Pulls up right side. Carrasso blocks the shot and knocked it out of bounds. So Correa will inbound for Lenoir City. Baseline right into Yancey. Now to Trammell. Threw it right at the feet of Correa. Handled it. Working against Mayfield on the baseline. Charge. Carrasso takes the charge. Second foul on Correa. Fourth foul on Lenoir City. Just 3:20 to play, and Farragut leading 45-34. Very few fouls called here in the second half. So nobody close to the bonus as we approach 3 minutes to play. Admirals across the timeline against the press. Jake Bishop fires over on the left side to Carter Mayfield. He drives baseline, gives to Neal on the right wing for a three. Good! Ryan Neal with the three-pointer. It's his first of the night. And Lenoir City back the other way. It's Farragut's fourth three-pointer, by the way. Left side with the ball, Kobe Franklin. Neal there defensively. Gives to Geider, working against Brabson. Comes to a stop, picks up his dribble, returns the ball to Franklin. Gets a screen from Geider, driving left, off to Correa left side. Correa in the corner, guarded by Brabson. Now Mayfield takes him on a switch as he dribbles out top. Gives the ball on the wing to Franklin. Franklin into the paint for Lenoir City. Off to Yancey on the baseline. He's actually behind the basket. Now Geider takes it behind the basket, right baseline. Looking for some help. Off to Yancey. Lenoir City out of sorts on this offensive set. Ball is deflected. Yancey grabs it out near the top of the key. Gives to Correa, right side three. Good. Correa with a three-pointer. And Lenoir City is going to use another timeout. I think the Panthers have only a 30-second timeout remaining following this one. 2:03 to play, and Farragut leading 48-37. Timeout on the floor. We'll get a 30-second break and return with more as you listen to Farragut High School basketball on Farragut's independent voice, 105.3 WFIV.
Hi, this is Dave from VG's Bakery. Circumstances have forced us to change the way we do business, but nothing will change the pride and love we have for baking the finest baked goods. Go to vgsbakery.com to check out our curbside menu we offer Tuesday through Friday weekly. And our cake department is ready to create your beautiful and delicious special occasion cakes. Pastries, cookies, bread, and desserts, all made by hands that care. VG's Bakery, handcrafted baked goods. Oh yeah.
Eric Gerhardt back with you here at Lenoir City High School. Dusty Street at our WFIV studios. Brandon Campbell behind the camera. If you're watching at the Booster Club's live stream page or YouTube channel, Justin Beaver handling the YouTube stream as the Admirals break the press coming out of the timeout. And leading by 11, here's Ryan Neal. Comes open on the baseline, misses a short shot, and then in pursuing the loose basketball, he is on the baseline while touching it, and touching the ball, that is, while on the baseline. And so 48-37, Farragut by 11. Lenoir City gets the basketball. 1:45 to play. Franklin takes a pass left side, guarded by Neal, starts right, comes back left, gives to Correa in the corner. Mayfield there defensively. Now out top, it'll be Henry trying a three. No good. Ball deflected around. Neal comes up with it for Farragut. Ahead and nearly thrown away, but it's deflected right to Carter Mayfield. Look what I found, and Mayfield lays it up and in. Deflection went right to Carter, who scores the layup. He's got 16, and the Admirals by 13. Ross for Lenoir City gives off to Correa. He'll try a three from out top. It is good. Correa with the three. He's got 15, and a 30-second timeout being used by Lenoir City. Should be their last timeout of the ball game. So 1:11 to play, and the three by Correa gets it back to a 10-point game at 50-40. Correa's got 4 3-pointers, 4 of Lenoir City's 6 tonight. Franklin and Ross have the others. Farragut with I believe 5 3-pointers this evening. But really, the Admirals been pretty good most of the night defensively, making Lenoir City work to get any kind of an open look. Panthers are going to be pressing coming out of the timeout, and Farragut will have Jake Bishop inbounding. Brabson, Mayfield, Carasso, and Neal, the other Admirals on the floor, comes into Neal. They double him. Back to Bishop, gives it off to Mayfield. Mayfield into front court to Brabson. 2-on-1 break, but Farragut's just going to use clock. 1 minute to play. In the middle, Bishop. Left side, Neal. Bounces it off on the baseline. Carasso, reverse layup for Jack is good. Carasso with the bucket. He's got 13, and Farragut leads by 12, 52-40. Lenoir City in front court as Franklin gives to Ross in the lane. Floater with the right hand, no good. Put back by Trammell, fouled. 40 seconds to play, and Trammell will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. Ryan Neal, his third foul, team fourth. And at the line, Parker Trammell. 6 of his 12 points came in the third quarter as Lenoir City got as close as 4, I believe, on one occasion. Farragut pushed it to a 6-point lead at the quarter break, 40-34. Currently leading 52-41 as Trammell hits the first. He's got 13 points. Second one, nothing but net. So 14 for Trammell. He checks out of the game. Lenoir City gets Carson Brewster, the junior, back into the game. Farragut inbounding, ahead to Mayfield, sprints into front court, pulls up at the left hash, bounces it off to Brabson at midcourt, and Correa is going to be called for a foul. It'll be his third and the team fifth. So 34.8 seconds to play. 10-point game, 52-42. Into rear court, Brabson's inbound feed comes to Mayfield. Mayfield being chased by 2 Lenoir City players across the timeline to Carrasso. Carrasso to the basket, lays it up and in. Jack has got 15. And Mayfield, eyes up, able to find the wide open Carrasso after single-handedly taking care of the Lenoir City press. 12-point lead for the Admirals, 11 seconds to play. Brewster gives it off to Franklin. Left corner 3 for Franklin, no good. Carrasso the rebound, brings it across the timeline. Actually, Brewster knocks it away from behind. Ross picks it up with 1 second to play, and that'll do it. Farragut completes a regular season sweep of the Panthers as they win 54-42. The Admirals improving to 9-9 overall. Lenoir City drops to 9-11. The Panthers now 3-9 in district play. Farragut improves to 7-5. I had Farragut with 8 turnovers tonight and Lenoir City with 10. Farragut led 14-8 at the end of the first quarter. The Admirals were up 29-18 at halftime, led by as many as 16 at 35-19. Lenoir City would get it down to 4 before Farragut led by 6 at the end of 3, 40-34. So Lenoir City with a 16-11 third quarter advantage. Got it down to 6, but then the Admirals respond with a 14-8 advantage in the fourth quarter to win it 54-42. Looking at the individual scoring, first for the homestanding Panthers, Scory Correa tonight had 4 3-pointers. He was 1 of 2 from the line, had a team-high 15 points. David Ross was 1 of 2 from the line, 1 3-pointer. He had 6 points. Kobe Franklin, 1 of 2 from the line, 1 3-pointer, had 4 points. Parker Trammell, 2 of 2 from the line, 14 points tonight for the sophomore Trammell. Tucker Yancey, 1 of 2 from the line. He had 3 points. So 6 3-pointers for Lenoir City, 4 of those from Correa. 10 free throws attempted by the Panthers, and they hit 6 of those. For the Admirals, Elisha Brabson, 6 points, 2 3-pointers, both of them big. Farragut needed one late in the third quarter and got one from him relatively early in the fourth as well. So those were Brabson's 2 baskets this evening as he totaled 6 points. Ryan Neal with 5 points, included in his total a fourth quarter 3-pointer. It was Isaiah Smith, 0 of 2 from the line, finished with 4 points. Dallas Carbaugh, 0 of 1 from the line. He had 8 points. Carter Mayfield, 2 of 2 from the line, 2 3-pointers, and 16 points tonight to lead the Admirals in scoring. Jack Carrasso, another good offensive game from Jack, the senior, 3 of 3 from the line, 15 points tonight for Farragut, as the Admirals had 5 3-pointers, again 2 apiece from Mayfield and Brabson, 1 courtesy of Ryan Neal, and the Admirals with just 8 free throws attempted tonight. They hit 5 of those. Pleased to be joined now by Coach John Higgins. And Coach, good to have Carter Mayfield back. He comes into the ball game for you there in, I don't know, maybe the midpoint of the first quarter or whatever, but it provided an immediate spark for you defensively.
Yeah, it's good to have Carter back from the defensive perspective. I mean, he's wonderful defensively right now. He's putting a lot of good pressure on the basketball, and I felt like that was something that was lacking not only in the beginning of the first quarter, but the beginning of the third quarter. Right? And then Carter comes in there and makes some plays happen defensively, and that, you know, we're a better basketball team when we can put pressure on the ball, and tonight was, you know, a very good example of that.
And he also gives you the added capability of being able to handle pressure on the ball.
Yeah, and that's always good to see. You know, Yeah, very similar to Friday. We struggled with their 1-2-2 press a little bit tonight, and Carter being able to come out there and give us some good quality minutes as the point guard position, handling the basketball, getting us in the right spots. That was important tonight, and it was good to see.
Yeah, just going away at Farragut back in early January, had a 30-something point lead at halftime and cruised to a victory there. Don't think you could really expect it to be as easy here. Lenoir City's always more competitive on their home court. I'm sure that was a message you were trying to get across to your team, that they were going to be trying to redeem themselves from a subpar performance, the last go-around with Farragut.
Well, we knew that coming in.
Right.
They play really well at home. They've beaten West here at home. They've beaten Heritage here at home. They play really well here at home. They shoot the ball extremely well here at home. And, I think initially we just weren't prepared for the energy that they were bringing tonight, which is weird. It's the first time we've had our students in like 2 months.
Yeah.
And for us to come out with very little energy defensively and really maintain that throughout the night was a little different. But I thought we handled it well coming down the stretch. They got it as close as 7. And we were able to handle it well, get a couple stops, get a couple baskets, which was needed for us to extend the lead. And from there, we just brought it home.
Ross is one of their more aggressive offensive players and one of their better offensive producers, and shooters. I think he got maybe one good look at the basket tonight, at least from three-point range. It looked like you guys were cognizant of him and made it difficult for him to get any kind of decent looks on any consistent basis.
Hey, what's funny about that, Eric? I told us at halftime I felt like he was getting too many catch-and-shoot looks in the first half. And then he comes out in the third quarter and gets like 3 straight catch-and-shoot looks in the third quarter. So, we were fortunate tonight. He had a bad night shooting the ball, which isn't typical for him. And, we were fortunate from that aspect. The key is when you get good luck like that, you've got to be able to capitalize, and we were able to capitalize on one of their main players not shooting the ball very well. And, we got timely scoring from guys at big spots. I think they got it to 7, and Ryan hits that 3 at top. So, timely shooting on our end,
yep.
and that was good to see.
Brabson, talk about timely shooting. He had a couple of timely baskets in the second half for you.
Yeah, and that was good to see. It's funny because I feel like this is a real good shooting gym. And we just haven't shot the ball very well in here of late. So, and that happened tonight. But we hit some good ones down in the second half. Elisha hit 2 and Ryan hit 1. And, those are big shots when needed. And, if we're going to be the team that I think we can be, we need to make those shots when we need to. And tonight we did.
You got Fulton, non-district matchup on Thursday, followed by Hardin Valley on Friday. What about the Falcons? Coach Wright always seems to have one of the top-tier teams in the greater Knoxville area. What about the Falcons this year, Coach?
It's going to be a good test for us. It's one of the beauties about playing high school basketball in the Knoxville area. You get a chance to play all these teams that are really good and really well coached, and you're not going to find many better coached than Fulton with Coach Wright over there. So we expect them to come out and give us a really good test, which is going to be good for us because, like I said on Friday, we've got now 3 games left in the regular season if we don't add one at the end of next week. So, the more games we can get against quality competition that's really going to prepare us for the district tournament, the better. And you can't get anything better than Fulton with how they play defensively, how disciplined they're going to be offensively, how tough they are from a physical standpoint. It's going to be a good test for us, but we'll be ready for it.
What do you emphasize with your team, Coach, as you go down and talk with them here momentarily?
Well, I need them to understand that we've got to stay focused in both offensively and defensively for a full 32 minutes. And there were spurts tonight where I felt like we didn't do that defensively, especially right there in the third quarter, going into the fourth. And, offensively, we're being real stagnant against the zone, and we've got to be better ball movement than that. And, how a win's a win. And, it's always a good win to get a district win, especially on the road. I think that gets us to now, 6-5, 7-5 in district. So that's always a good thing. Now, we've got to make sure we continue to build on this. We didn't have a good second half showing at Bearden. And we've got to get better every day. So this was one step. We got to take another step tomorrow and get ready for Thursday.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win. Best of luck to you Thursday night at home against Fulton. We'll see you back here on 105.3 Friday night as the Admirals host Hardin Valley.
Thank you, Eric.
That's Coach John Higgins. His Admirals 7-5 in the district now as they win here tonight at Lenoir City, 54-42. And so, again, we had run down the numbers for you previously, so we're about ready to wrap things up for the night. But the Admirals tonight were 5 of 8 from the foul line, 63%. Lenoir City 6 of 10 from the foul line, obviously 60%. Farragut with 5 3-pointers, Lenoir City with 6, as the Admirals were led by Carter Mayfield, 16 points. Jack Carrasso chips in 15. Dallas Carball had 8. Elisha Brabson with 6. Ryan Neal with 5. Isaiah Smith with 4. And for Lenoir City, Scory Correa with 15. Parker Tran